Assalamu alaikum, welcome back viewers at home. You're joining in on a very interesting conversation between myself and Muallimah Nontobeko Aisha Mkhwanazi, who is the marketing officer at the International Peace College South Africa. And tonight she joins us to tell us more about IPSA, as well as IPSA's 2025 annual graduation ceremony that will be honoring the class of 2024 students. Muallimah, assalamu alaikum, jazakallah so much for joining us tonight.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and shukran for having me.
Now, for viewers who are hearing about, the International Peace College South Africa for the first time, how would you best describe this institution?
So, the International Peace College South Africa is the first institution in South Africa to offer accredited courses in Islamic studies, accredited by the Department of Higher Education. And we currently offer 4 courses, right? We offer the Higher Certificate in Islamic Studies, the Bachelor of Arts in Islamic Studies, BA Honors, and Masters in Applied Islamic Thought. Now, we're not just an institution, but we're an institution that is built on values of Islam and, most importantly, of values of Islamic scholarship.
Interesting, quite interesting, and I'm thinking it's offering a lot for individuals who want to pursue their career in the Islamic studies at that. And I think something that is quite intriguing is the idea of peace education. Can you please elaborate for us? What does the concept of peace education in IPSA go about promoting peace education?
At the very core of Islam in its essence is peace, right? That's why when we see each other, we say Assalamu alaikum, meaning that may peace and blessings be upon you. However, how International Peace College South Africa inculcates many values and virtues, right, is through ensuring that our students come through our doors as students who are happy to tackle on the world, and we give them these values. We give them values in which they can take outside, apply the changes, be better person, be better Muslims, and go out there and change society. Because as we know, we're faced by numerous challenges, right? And therefore, we need, particularly the youth, who are going to come and study these different courses that I've mentioned and be able to then articulate to the world solutions, who are going to be able to then not only change society, but bring about peace, harmony, and of course, a united society.
Now, speaking about the idea of bringing harmony in society, this brings me to ask, how does IPSA prepare students for their, future roles in fostering peace as well as understanding it?
As I said, like the core of Islam is a peace. Not only that, but at the core of Islam is scholarship. So now the International Peace College South Africa is built as an extension of a legacy laid by Prophet Muhammad SAW, passed down through generations and generations. And when we look at how Islam in itself came to South Africa through slavery and hardship, it wasn't just a nice walk in, Islam came to South Africa, but it was a matter of pain. But through that, there was a resilience in ensuring that the lights of Sheikh Yusuf Makassar kept Islam burning and alive. And now, as a continuation of that legacy, we, as the International Peace College South Africa, then say, let us equip the youth with not only just Islam, but with adab, with akhlaq, with values in which they can also take. And not only that, but also looking at the fact that we have ikra and kalam, right? Wherein they must also be able to not only articulate, have knowledge, but also be able to write that knowledge so that they can impact society through a vast and wider scale.
And with that being said, I want us to take a look at the graduation. I mean, it is graduation season. You know, we're seeing the regalia, we're seeing individuals celebrating with their loved ones. Can you please tell us a bit in terms of what is the atmosphere like when it comes to the graduations at IPSA? And most importantly, I want to find out from you is what makes this occasion special?
At the core is, as an institution, you don't just come in and go, right? You walk in the institution and you find these great lectures, the shuyukh, who are always available 24/7 to nurture you, to support you, to see you grow, not just to just give you knowledge and then let it be a matter of you take knowledge, you write exams, and that's it. But they support you to see you as an individual who has so much growth and so much impact. And through the different initiatives at the institution, you are also able to think out of the box, have that love for knowledge, particularly Islamic knowledge, and not just love, but have it to also inspire other youth. So, what makes this graduation particularly important is that it's a reward of your dedication, hard work, and it's also an opportunity to thank the shuyukh, to thank the community for trusting IPSA, for actually IPSA on its own cannot do it alone, but it's the community that comes together, sends their students to IPSA, and supports IPSA through its different initiatives, that we are able to have this well-rounded graduates who are very excited, by the way, to have this graduation. And also, it's a way to thank donors. Take, for instance, I've been at the International Peace College South Africa for the past 5 years. And in that, I did the higher certificate in Islamic Studies. I did the BA degree. I'm currently going to graduate for a BA honors in Islamic Studies. And for me, it's a matter of, if it wasn't for the dedication and the love of the community who decided to join hands and say, you know what, we are going to fund students. We are going to ensure that some of the students who come at IPSA with nothing, with no money, that they don't worry about tuition, but they worry about getting knowledge so that they can take this knowledge and share it with the world. So for me, I think the excitement is more of gratitude. Gratitude to the community, gratitude to families, gratitude for the hard work, and most importantly, gratitude to Allah. For if it wasn't for Him, none of this would happen.
And you know, Muallimah, this brings me to ask. You mentioned that there are initiatives that most students can, you know, be part of or are part of. And I'd like for you to share with us, so what are some of those initiatives offered by IPSA?
So throughout the year, we have various initiatives. These include having a practical wills clinic where our students are trained into of how to draft a proper Islamic will, and they therefore go out as part of their practical. They draft wills for the community, and inshallah, very soon, please look out for on our social media pages. We are going to have one of such initiatives. In addition to that, we have various scholars from around the globe who come to IPSA and share knowledge on different aspects. Because, by the way, IPSA is not just an institution; it's a knowledge hub where different think tanks come together and see how they pave a way for a better future. So currently, on the 1st of November, we are going to be having a seminar on Islam and mental health. And in addition to that, throughout the year, we also recently had an Islamic finance symposium where we were giving people tips on how can we as Muslims do away, not only as Muslims, but how do we do away with the riba and ensure that as a society we grow, economically, because when economics goes bad, every other thing goes bad, right? We don't want the society drowning in debt. And in addition to that, we recently held the Prophet Muhammad SAW Awards, wherein it wasn't just about IPSA students, but it was us as International Peace College South Africa honoring the youth, particularly grade 10 to matric, who have been excellent in both their academics and in their in emulating the values and principles of Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So as IPSA, we go out there. It's not just coming to the institution, but it's us, as I said, having being a think hub where think tanks can come together and shape a better society.
And Muallimah, speaking on the policy and encouraging, the larger viewers to, be part of it and engage with it, how would you like for viewers at home to be engaging with that particular policy that will be posted on the official Facebook page?
I would like to encourage them to attend.
Okay.
Obviously, always be on the lookout for our social media pages. On Facebook, it's International Peace Corps South Africa, as well as on Instagram. And I would kind of like to invite them, and not only invite them to attend, but if you can't attend, please contribute. Please contribute. Ensure that you invest in this institution that aims to bring about change. I mean, we live in a world where it's full of greed, it's full of all sorts of bad things. So having this institution that's striving to continue the legacy of Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, not only through Islamic knowledge, virtues, adab and akhlaq, but through scholarship, something that is often neglected in society. I would like people to invest, come and be part of the institution in whatever way you can.
And with that, it makes me, or rather asks me to ask some advice from you that you would like to share to, the current as well as prospective students of IPSA.
For me, when I first came to the International Peace Corps South Africa, there is one important advice that I received. It was, there is always a reason for you to quit. Like, there'll always be a reason, but it's through perseverance, ensuring that you burn that midnight oil, ensuring that you stop your life, study, and not only that, but you treasure knowledge in any form, shape, or size, because it's this very knowledge that the Quran, when Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu when it was revealed to him, it was Ikra. Now, Ikra is read, but in reading, what do you get? You get knowledge. So on days where it's very bad, I know current matriculants are about to write their final exams, and I know many other institutions all over the world are also holding their exams. I would like to say to each and every student, let's bend the midnight oil. Let's strive. Let's work hard, for hard work pays. And also the only place where success comes before hard work is in the dictionary.
Subhanallah. And with that, in terms of concluding our conversation, I'd like for you to share with us when is the graduation and who is able to, partake or be part of the graduation ceremony. And also in closing, what are your hopes for the future of IPSA and that of its graduates?
The graduation will be held on the 25th of October in Cape Town. Currently, it's fully booked. However, interested parties can contact the International Peace College South Africa and show their interest. In addition to that, I see the graduates of IPSA going about through in different fields, going about and doing dawah in different forms, shapes, and sizes, be it Islamic inheritance dawah, be it Islamic finance dawah, but in whatever field. For as much as in South Africa we are a minority, it's not something that we should be proud of, but it's something that we should work towards not happening, despite the fact that Hidayah comes from Allah. It is upon us to plant the seed in different sectors in order to ensure that one day we no longer remain a minority, but we become a majority.
Muallimah, jazakallah so much for those kind and encouraging words and letting us know in terms of the work that IPSA is doing, not only for its students, but for the community at large. And most interestingly, understanding the fact that it's here to, continue a legacy that is embedded in the deen itself that encourages peace. And also, reminding us of such a noble character being Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and how we can continue to try and embody certain, adab or characteristic of our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And with that, jazakallah so much for joining us.
Jazakallah for having me, and may the viewers have a lovely and fantastic night.
For one. Viewers at home, that was Muallimah Nontobeko Aisha Mkhwanazi, who is the marketing officer of International Peace College South Africa. Now, her biggest, greatest, important call that I'd like to reiterate is certainly the graduation in terms of attending has reached capacity, but you can just reach out to them to see how they can best assist you. And if you're someone who cannot make it to the graduation but would like to contribute, I think that is also encouraged, because after all, this can count as a means of Sarakatul Jariyah. But viewers at home, for now, let's head over to an ad break. When we come back, there's more right here on Prime Live.